Hello and welcome to Etta Financial. I am Lauren Guest, your financial unity coach. And for this series, we are talking about strongholds that we have in our finances. Now, these strongholds can be found in any other part of your life, but we talk money around here, so we're sticking them with our finances. If this is your first stronghold to address, welcome. You're in for a treat. If this isn't the first one, feel free to skip this intro if you'd like and meet me at about minute 3 where we address the stronghold for this video. Okay, so I want to start off with what is a stronghold? It's whatever you're focused on and leaning on. It's the thing or the person that's filling your thoughts and initiating your actions. So I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to take some time to think about what you're thinking about. Likely you're here, you're listening, you're watching this, and there's something else going on in your mind. There's something else that is initiating your actions, maybe the reason that you're here. I want you to think about that for a minute. Psalms 27:1 says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. So why should I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress or stronghold, protecting me from danger. So why should I tremble?" Now, that thing that you're thinking about, those things that are initiating your actions, those are likely the things that are causing you to be afraid and to tremble. This right here tells me the Lord is my fortress, my stronghold, protecting me from danger. You see, God is the only healthy stronghold to have in our lives. In order to really live like this is true, we have to destroy the other strongholds that the enemy plants in our mind, because all the other strongholds, if it's not God, any other stronghold is from the enemy with the sole purpose to discourage, distract, and destroy what the Lord has for you. So if you can't tell already that these are important, I'm just going to really articulate why exactly these strongholds are a problem. So first of all, when you're focused on these earthly things, they hold your focus here. And when you're focusing on these earthly and temporary things, it's keeping you from being focused on the big eternal things that God has in store for you. The big eternal success, like these small things here are holding you back. They are a weight. Think about it like, I like to think about these as I wish I would have thought about this earlier for the other videos, but the parachutes that people run with to build their strength, I feel like that's the anchor, that anchor that's keeping you. These strongholds that you're focused on are keeping you from that eternal success. And when you're focused on these eternal things, these things that are within yourself, it's keeping you in a funk. It's keeping you in a fog. And what happens when you're there is you can't be the light that God has called you to be. That is a problem. So who needs to battle these? Well, the short answer is everyone. Everyone needs to battle these strongholds. Now, my clients are wives. And so as I talk to these wives, I've found that these are important. There's these strongholds that they are having. But it doesn't matter if you're a wife, a husband, a single person, if you're young, if you're old, it doesn't matter. Everybody has to battle these. It doesn't matter if you make $30,000 a year or $3 million a year. These strongholds have to be battled. Now, I really truly believe that it's very important to battle these in a marriage, because I have my strongholds, my husband has his strongholds, my parents, my in-laws, my kids, everybody has these strongholds, and pretty soon you have a stronghold bomb just waiting to explode. So I want you to hear my heart here. You're promised prosperity, but you're not necessarily promised prosperity in the way or the timing that you envision it. Now, that being said, it is 100% in God's will for you to be free from these strongholds. And you are promised to have power over these strongholds associated with your finances and your entire life. You are promised to have the ability to take captive the negative thoughts and emotions that you're experiencing. And this includes in your finances. Like, I know that y'all have read 2 Corinthians 10, 3-4, and you've probably read over that, but it gives you have the authority. God gives you the authority to battle these strongholds, to take captive those thoughts and get rid of them, submitting them to God. And so don't just read over that. You've got to think about it in terms of what's going on in your life. And again, right here, we're talking about finances. So what are we going to do with these strongholds? We have to battle them with God's armor, found in Ephesians 6. And there's 6 different armors, and I've paired them with 6 different strongholds. But know that this armor can be used for any stronghold. Like there's 6 of them. You can use them all. So what we're going to talk about for this video is pride. Now this one really hits home. Pride is self-absorption, whether you're absorbed with how miserable you are or how wonderful you are. I don't know about you, but when I think about pride, I always thought of it as those people that are absorbed with how wonderful they are. And I would look at myself and think less of myself, you know, I was being humble. I had humility. Now, I want you to think about this is there's a difference between humility and pity. This pride is it highlights your need for humility, but humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking about yourself less. In Beth Moore's book, I believe it's Praying the Word. I believe that's what it's called. She says the most effective means the enemy has to keep us from being full of the Spirit is to keep us full of ourselves. And remember, that doesn't matter whether you're talking about how wonderful you are or how miserable you are. So some examples of this is I'm making such good money. I must be doing a really good job. Pride. Or I'm not making nearly enough money. I must be doing something wrong. That's also pride. So the armor that we're going to use for this is the breastplate of righteousness. Jesus made this available to us, not anything we do or don't do. This righteousness, the breastplate of righteousness that we have access to it's not a matter of what we do or don't do. Jesus made it available to us through dying on the cross and resurrecting to life. He brought us the breastplate of righteousness. So the practical solution is to turn your focus to God and his plan for you. How can you serve someone today? How can you be a blessing to someone today? Ask for help with something, even if it's small. This doesn't have to be a financial, though I believe there is power in putting money where your mouth is. The enemy wants to keep you within yourself because he knows how powerful numbers are. Whenever you're reaching out and being a blessing to other people and serving other people and asking other people for help, which is a blessing for them to bless you, which is a whole nother thing in itself that needs to be discussed. But that righteousness, that breastplate of righteousness is saying, I know that by Jesus, by what he has done for me, I am righteous, not anything I do or don't do. This isn't about me. This situation, my finances, my everything going on in my life, it's not about me. It's about God and his plan for his greater plan for life as a whole. So going forward, if this stronghold resonated with you, spend some time fighting it with the other 5 parts of the armor of God that you have access to, found in Ephesians 6. Now, just watching this video, it's not going to break the stronghold for you. Though I wish I could wave a magic wand and knock it out for you, it's going to take intentional and actionable steps to be able to battle it, to get it out of your life for good. I'd love to partner with you in this, so I'll leave my contact information in the text below. And feel free to contact me and let me know which stronghold you're battling so I can link arms with you. I hope you have a wonderful day.